I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Good morning, educators, honorable opponents, and all of everyone present here. Today, I stand here to oppose this motion. This House regrets OpenAI transition towards for a profit structure. Madam of Mr. Speaker, the government team comes into this House today with a romanticized, almost utopian vision of how revolutionary technology should be built. They want us to believe that the path to artificial general intelligence, the most computationally demanding and offer in human history, can be found entirely by the spare change of philanthropies and corporate donation. We agree with the government on one fundamental truth: the development of AG must benefit all of humanity. But where this sharply diverge is the mechanism of reality. Could instantiate dozens by millions of high-end NVIDIA microscopies. Goodwill doesn't fund the multi-billion dollars to the centers required to train these models, and pure idealism certainly doesn't attract the world's top scientific mind away from uncountry tech monopolies like Google, Meta, or Apple. We proud stand to oppose this motion. OpenAI's transition from a non-profit to corporate profit, and finally to a public benefit corporation, is not a betrayal of its founding mission. It is the only realistic vehicle capable of fulfilling it. We don't regret this transition. We embrace that a vital strategy move to keep the most intelligent AI developers competitive in the global race. Before moving to my substantive argument, let us deconstruct the flawed premises brought forward the government. First, they present a false dichotomy. They claim the organization is either a pure, sanely non-profit or greedy, the profit-maximizing corporate mechanism. This completely ignores the actual structure shift of 2025. OpenAI didn't become a standard Wall Street corporation. They became a public benefit corporation. By law, BBC is legally mandated to balance shareholder value with its public interest character. Profit is not sole master, it is an engine used to fuel the mission. Second, the argument that commercialization inherently compensates safety. The reality is exactly opposite. If OpenAI had remained a pure non-profit, they would have run out of money by 2020. They would have stagnated, and the mantle of AI leadership would have been instantly grabbed by companies. They have absolutely zero public benefit mandate. The government have absolutely zero public benefit mandate. The government prefer a morally pure but completely pick up OpenAI that lose the AI race. And over a powerful OpenAI that actively shape global safety standards, we reject deviating logic. Now we move to our argument. Our first argument is the material and financial reality of developing modern technology. We need to understand that build artificial general intelligence is not like building a smartphone application or opening a local business. It's argued that the most expensive experiment is in human history to train models like GPT-4 or future models. An organization requires thousands of highly specialized supercomputers, massive data center, complex cooling system, and an unavailable amount of electrical power. This costs billions of dollars every single year. If OpenAI had remained a pure not-profit organization, where would this money come from? Non-profit rally philanthropy, university grants, and public donation. But let us be honest, non-charity foundation or billionaire in the world is going to donate 10 or 12 billion dollars purely as a gift with absolutely zero expectation of return. By transitioning into a for-profit structure, OpenAI unlocked the doors to global capital markets. They were able to secure massive investment from companies like Microsoft and other investors. The money is directly used to buy the physical infrastructure needed to keep AI developing without the financial transition. OpenAI would have run out of money years ago. We would not even have the tools we use today. And now we're moving to our second argument, the reality of human resource, the global talent war. An artificial intelligence company is only as good as the mind of working behind the scenes. The scientists, engineers, and researchers who understand how to build AG are not common. They represent a very small hike sought after pool of genius worldwide. Now let us look at the competition. Tech giants like Google, Meta, Apple, and various hedge funds are constantly looking for this exact same scientists because they are traditional, highly profitable corporations and they can offer this research multi-million-dollar salaries, massive bonus, and lucrative stock options. If OpenAI stayed as a strict, low-budget nonprofit, they would have to pay their employers standard nonprofit salaries. What would happen then? Naturally, these scientists would experience burnout and they would leave OpenAI to secure their families' financially future or at Google or Meta. By changing into a for-profit structure, OpenAI can now offer competitive compensation package. This ensures that the best mind in the world stay at OpenAI, working under an organization that cares about safety, rather than moving entities that only care about commercial dominance. And our third argument and final argument is about why the public benefit corporation model acts as a reliable safety net. The government team is worried that investors will eventually pressure OpenAI to release dangerous products just to make quick money. However, this is where the legal beauty of a public benefit corporation comes into play. In a traditional company, the law states is the CEO primary duty is to make money for the shareholders. If a traditional CEO decisions to delay a product for safety reason, and the company loses money, the shareholders can be actually show the board of the directors. But under the PPC model that OpenAI uses, the character explicitly protect the management. The law allows OpenAI to prioritize the public good over investor profit. If OpenAI needs to delay the release of a powerful new model because they feel the world is not ready or because it has safety flaws, the legal structure shields them from investor lawsuits. It gives them the money of a startup, but the safety breach of a public institution. We cannot protect the future of technology by keeping our best AI organization weak, underfunded, and unable to compete. If OpenAI didn't make this transition, they would have lost the race to unregulated, purely commercial corporation. OpenAI transition to a for-profit structure was not a mistake. It was a partial, necessary step to ensure they have financial power and the human talent to guide AG safely into the future. Therefore, we see no reason to regret this transition, and we're proud to oppose this motion. Thank you.